Slammed into a wall, pulled around, yanked around like a criminal. What happened here? Because a Rochester police officer, that guy, is on desk duty now. And that's after he was caught on camera forcibly handcuffing an emergency medical technician who'd reportedly, listen to this, bumped his squad car with her ambulance door just outside of the hospital.
For a cop to get so triggered and just fly off the handle and literally manhandle somebody in the ER while she's trying to take care of somebody, it's crazy.
Like, he's number one. First of all, not his car. It's not like that's his Toyota out front. That's a squad car. Is there some kind of level of pride with police officers? I don't know. Maybe you get in trouble if there's a ding in your car. This wasn't the ambulance running into the cop car driving in. The door of the ambulance bumped his car like what happens in any major city in the entire world. Let's keep it real.
The reason why I pulled you over, you've been weaving quite a bit.
Well, I know, because I was eating.
Okay, eating while driving. Okay. Well, how long has it been since your last drink?
Couple hours.
Couple hours. Okay.
I'm a police officer.
Where you work at?
Hazelwood.
Hazelwood?
Actually, the police chief.
He hasn't had a drink in a couple of hours. So he failed miserably at an alphabet sobriety test and also a breathalyzer. Failed. Yet that cop that pulled him over decided to call a supervisor for some advice because this is a sticky situation. I have a drunk person who's driving, could potentially kill people because I'm an officer and I pulled them over and I don't know what to do.
I don't want to. I'm liable. This is all on camera. How's it look if I don't do my job?
Nathan, if I take him home, or are you gonna have any issues?
Not at all. Not at all, Chief. I'm sorry to get you out here. I just
no, that's
want to make
okay.
sure.
That's okay, because you do what you got to do.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, I will take him home. I have known him for a lot of years.
Yeah, it's understandable, and again, sorry to wake you up, Chief.
Nope, that's okay. He and I are gonna have a long talk on the way home.
All right. Sorry, sir.
I'll take it. Nope. You did your job.
You guys remember that time you got pulled over for drunk driving and then 4 or 5 cops showed up and they said, oh, you put me in a tough situation, Jim. I would arrest you, but I can't. Hey, do you want to call like your uncle to come pick you up and drive you home? And then your uncle shows up, talks to the cops and says, yeah, I've known him for a long time. We're gonna have a long talk on the way home. I'm gonna take him home. Do you remember that happening to you? Because it didn't happen to you. Your ass would be in jail, Jackson.
Well, what I do remember is one time getting pulled over and taken to jail for blowing a 0.0 twice and having to get a lawyer to pay my way out of a DWI that I didn't even qualify for. So I remember that. And I'm pretty fair skinned. You know, I'm not even one of those guys that's like, oh, he's black. Like, you kind of got to be a little cultured to know I'm black. You know what I'm saying? So, and I went through that.
PSA to everyone out there. I'm speaking for myself, but I'm probably speaking for a large majority of other officers out there. If we're driving on the freeway in our police car, get the out of the way. Get the out of the way. If you merge and we follow behind you and we merge too, you're probably in trouble. The best way to find that out is get the out of the way. I can go 90 miles an hour. You can't. You can't do that. So get the out of the way. If us officers stay behind you long enough, we can find a reason to pull you over. So you might as well get the out of the way.
Thank you, Officer Brianna Strauss, for that PSA that basically says, I can do whatever the F I want. As a matter of fact, we can go 90 miles an hour. I can go 90. I can go 90. No, I can go 90. You can't. I can't. You can't. You can't. I can't. I can't. You can't.
This is an instance where you see practitioners of the law who, unfortunately, in our society get to be judge, jury, and executioners because of the impunity that cops get. But yeah, that really revealing line about I can find a reason to if I want to, let alone the sort of entitlement by saying that, oh, I'm a cop, not even if I have my lights on, but just because I'm here, I want you to get out of the way. Like, if you want me to get out of the way, like, turn your lights on so to indicate either I'm being pulled over or like you need to move. That's how being a cop works. You get the special lights and the sirens for a reason. Use them, sister.
Good afternoon. I have been asked to respond by several media outlets to the recent news about a San Jose police officer who was placed on leave many months ago for offering a meth pipe allegedly to an informant in exchange for information. This officer's conduct amounts to a severe violation of the ethical and professional standards of this department. Obviously, this is just the latest in what has become a drumbeat of serious transgressions by young officers in the San Jose Police Department.
There's more headlines here from these police officers. One says San Jose police officer accused of being drunk at baby Brandon kidnapping scene. Odd. Also, disturbing details emerge after San Jose police officer arrested for masturbating at a family's home. There's more. So as you saw there, San Jose police officer accused of giving meth pipe to an informant. Coroner's report for San Jose police officer who died of fentanyl overdose reveals marijuana and alcohol in his system. And so all these things have been happening under them to the point where the mayor has to come out and say, you know, they're not really following the normal guidelines of what San Jose police officers are really all about. Let's talk about the details of that sex offender cop, since we teased that one as the most seemingly probably the craziest of these types of interactions. They shot their own video of the sheriff walking this serial masturbator out once they arrested him, and they uploaded it. Watch that. Make sure the community knows that they're on your side. Let's burn this officer's face and walk him out. The sheriff himself. That'll do it.
The police tends to attract a lot more bad apples than most industries, and nobody has the capacity to make you have a really bad day than a police officer who is not following the law, following his own department guidelines. In this particular case, I hope the police department goes back and finds out, well, how did we recruit this guy? How come we didn't notice some of his behavior earlier?